Hello, my dears, Daniela here, and welcome to the Spa Marketing Made Easy podcast. I don't know if you know this, but addo in Latin means to inspire, and inspiration is such an important element of success. We like to lead with inspiration in both of our companies, Addo Aesthetics and Addo Wellness Institute. And my hope is that today's episode will inspire you. Now, I'm bringing on an incredible spa CEO that just knocked it out of the park with gift card sales in December. And I wanted to bring her on to share her success with you so that you can be inspired. I want you to listen to this episode and say, if Ashlen can do it, so can I. All right, let me do a quick read of her bio, and then we'll go ahead and play that episode. So Ashlen is the owner of CopperLeaf Spa and Salon in Winnsboro, Texas. Winnsboro is a small town with a population of only 3,500 people. It's nestled in the piney woods of Northeast Texas, one of only 54 cultural arts districts in the state of Texas. Winnsboro has been home to CopperLeaf Spa since its founding in 2005. Ashlen began working in a department store luxury cosmetics right out of high school, but she made the shift to spa in 2017 in an effort to gain more of a work-life balance. Starting at CopperLeaf as a spa concierge and makeup artist, she quickly fell in love with the industry and moved into management and marketing roles. In January 2023, at 29 years old, she purchased CopperLeaf and stepped into the role of spa CEO. Her business is home to 22 employees, 19 of them being service providers, and offers a broad spectrum of services, including massage, aesthetics, nail, and hair. Ashlen is passionate about her work and enjoys analyzing her numbers and working on marketing while nurturing relationships with her staff. She runs her business by the golden rule and believes in cultivating a culture of family among her team members and supporting them on professional and personal levels. When Ashlen's not at work, she is a professional pianist and vocalist and serves in her church's music ministry. She and her husband live a few miles east of Winnsboro with their basset hound, Wilma Jean. Okay, I love this. Ashlen's an avid reader, loves to bake and cook, and enjoys watching BBC period dramas. Okay, Downton Abbey I was totally obsessed with that, so that's a new thing that Ashlen and I can connect on. Anyway, I love connecting with Ashlen. She is in our Growth Factor program, so I've gotten to know her a little bit better through there, but always like learning the little details about these spa CEOs, like she loves BBC period dramas. So much fun. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the fun while you're here to hear about how Ashlen sold so many gift cards in December. Let's go ahead and play that episode. All right, Ashlen, welcome to the Spa Marketing Made Easy podcast. I'm so excited to have you here. And I know that everyone is going to be so excited to hear all the details on this incredible promo and this incredible success that you had this past December.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. I'm obsessed with your program and I love being in Growth Factor. So if anybody that's listening is not in Growth Factor, you need to get in there.
Oh, well, thank you for that right off the bat. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ran a gift card promo. So one of the things that we do inside of Growth Factor, we have this Wednesday wins post. And I think it's really incredible to celebrate what we have accomplished and what we're grateful for and all of those types of things, because as an entrepreneur, we're problem solving every single day. And there can be moments where we're kind of in these downward spirals, and it's to really kind of reinvigorate and lift ourselves back up and celebrate our accomplishments. And you posted on there, in December, we were going through and there's lots of promos going on. It's holiday, it's Q4, one of the busiest times of the year for spa. And I saw your post about your gift card promo and I was like, oh my God, we've got to get her on the podcast. So tell everybody a little bit about your spa, the kind of operation that you're running, day spa, med spa, services offered, et cetera, team. And then what was your actual promotion for December?
Okay. So we are in a little town called Winnsboro, Texas. We have a very small community here, and we're about an hour and a half east of Dallas. And we've been in business this will be our 18th year. And I bought the business back in January. I've worked here for 6.5 years now. And so anyway, I stepped into it and we just kind of carried on a lot of the things that we've done previously that had really worked. And for years now, we've always done a 20% off $100 or more promo. And we only do it the first week of December. And it's kind of become the small town icon. Everybody's asking a couple of months leading up to December, when is the gift card sale? And so we do thousands of dollars worth of gift cards. And this December, we did 71.5K for the whole month of December. And we did 46.5K for just the first week of December only. And we're a day spa. We're not a medical spa. We have massage, nails, skin, and hair here. And so we're not doing high ticket. Our highest.
What is your average ticket? What would you say?
Probably around 100 to 150. Our highest facial is $350. So, and our massages start at 85 and go up from there. So I'd say probably around 100, 150 would be the average ticket. So we had a great December. I was so excited. We did the numbers and this was the best year yet that we've had for our gift card sales.
I want to dive into this and kind of unpack it a little bit. So you said the first week, December 1st through 7th, that's when you're doing the 20% discount. So somebody spends $80 and they get a $100 gift card, correct? But then after that 1 week, people still can purchase gift cards and they pay $100 and they get $100. Same. Like it's just it's just normal. Buying a gift card, just normal. Okay. Yeah. And so in total for the month, you did $71,500 in gift cards. Not even total services, just
that's not services. Cards. We did 124,000 and some change with services added into that.
So how are you? I know that this has been going, you're in a small town. I know you've been marketing that, or this is kind of the promo that, people have come to expect. What type of marketing are you doing to get your clients ready for this? Are you doing social media? Do you have shelf talkers? Are you sending emails? Like, what are the things that you're doing to get your clients ready and then also get your team prepared?
We only do email and social media, and this is all organic. None of those numbers, it was no paid ads, no paid anything. And I cannot put enough emphasis on growing your email list and making sure that whenever you're booking a client and adding them to your software, whatever that is, that you are getting their name, their phone number, and their email address, because that was one thing that we didn't do. When I first started here, there was not any emphasis really put on the email. And I started doing it because I was like, well, we're putting out email marketing materials. So why aren't we putting emphasis on making sure that we're capturing those emails? And I've kind of discovered that the pitch to give the client is just say, hey, what's your email address? It'll send you an appointment confirmation. And you don't advertise necessarily that, oh, we'll send specials, because people are bombarded with spam emails. So they don't want more advertising. But if you're handling your email marketing well and you're not spamming your people, we have minimal unsubscribe rates, and we don't do stock imagery marketing. We have our own photography. So people when they open our emails, they see our branding, our people. There's not a stock image to be found on our emails or on our website or social media. It's all us and it's all our branding. So we use Canva a lot and we make all of our own social media marketing materials, and we design all of our own emails in Canva and then plug them into our MindBody software. And that's, I'd say probably a week leading up, we did email saying, hey, this is coming. And then we did like every other day during the sale, we would do daily posts in social media. And every other day we did email saying, hey, it's here, 2 days left, whatever the days left were.
Did you have anybody calling your clients? Did you have any kind of shelf talkers in the room? Were you giving leadership to providers to talk about? This is all online sales and people calling or coming in to buy a gift card with a promo. Wow. So you purchased the business in January, but you were an employee there prior to. So you've worked at this company for 6.5 years. You've owned it for 1 year. Is that correct? Okay.
Yes.
And how many providers do you have right now? Tell me about the
18.
number of rooms.
We have 18 providers, have 5 massage rooms, 4 aesthetics rooms, 6 hair stations, and two nail stations.
Okay. And how many appointments would you say that you see on an average day?
Oh gosh, probably 30 plus.
30 plus.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a decent size.
We have a lot. Yes.
Yes.
To be like less than 10,000 people in our town, we have a very tiny, very, very tiny town. And the fact that we're even here in the middle of nowhere is insane, that we are as successful as we are, to have the loyal following that we have, because we have clients that are just diehard CopperLeaf people. And I owe that all to the previous owner. She built the company following and the staff that we have that are just phenomenal.
And you and I have talked about that on a previous call and in previous coaching sessions where one of the strengths of the previous owner, you said she is the mayor of this town.
She's the mayor of her town.
Yes.
Yeah.
Engaging. Yeah. And it just shows like how powerful that can be, because when we look at marketing, from my perspective, I'm going to say, all right, well, paid ads. I'm going to say, all of these different things to really grow and expand your audience. But there is nothing that will get you a higher ROI than relationship and really developing that brand on a personal relationship. Yes. I find it really interesting too, because a lot of the spas that I've worked with, that some of them will say, well, I'm in a small town and that's a limitation, so I'm not able to do this. And I actually see it as a benefit, because you really don't have a lot of competition in the same way. And you have the ability to get to know your clients on a deeper level.
And I feel like word of mouth is a lot more powerful in a small town, because everybody's so close knit. So when somebody recommends something to you, they mean it. And it can make or break you in a small town. So if you're not doing good services and not giving value to your community, you will not last in a small town if it's subpar. And so if you're doing your job well and really bringing value to your community, a small town does not factor in. It's just that much more powerful.
Mm-hmm. So this promotion clearly works. And because you've had only organic reach with it, what do you feel like is possible for December 2024?
I would love to do 100K at least in gift card sales next December. And we're planning to do a lot more like paid ads next year or this year. So that's going to be a big part of our plan for next year. So now, are there shelf talkers?
Are there little towns that are connected to you, or are you just kind of isolated?
We're not isolated. There's little towns around us, but we are a cultural arts district town, which there's only like 50 some of those in Texas. And there's a lot of like prerequisites that you have to meet to earn that title. So we have a lot of tourism that comes into our town for art and wine festivals and things that we host. And people that we do have, it is more of a retirement community here. Because we have lakes around us that people have lake homes on that come from Dallas area, or snowbirds that come from up north and come down here for the warmer months. So that's a big part of our community. That could be
a really interesting advertising with the paid ads, is start advertising to those particular areas that you know that they're coming out, so that they can, we used to see that in Hawaii all the time, where we would advertise to the areas where we know we get a lot of California people, we get a lot of Canadians, we get, like whatever it is, we would do the ads there. But that can be really, really interesting. Really interesting.
Okay. I'll put that in my file. The things to work on.
So something that comes up a lot when we talk about gift cards, people are always going to say, well, if you did that much in gift cards, then your January must just be all gift card sales and no cash collected. What's your response to that? How's that
It's
working for
just
you?
not true. It is not true. So like, I'll tell you, let me look at my numbers I'll just be very transparent. Our numbers for our first week, that were not gift card related, that were just, so if we go the first through the 8th, that are just cash credit card, we've already done 12 grand, almost 13,000 for the month of January, 8 days in. So only 5 days open. So I just really disagree that not everybody is going to come in and use those cards all at once. They just, for number one, your schedule availability and the amount of people that you have capacity for, they're not going to be able to all fit in. And if you're managing your cash well and making sure that you're reserving that money to be able to flip to your operating account for payroll, you will be fine.
So do you keep a separate bank account that you put all gift card sales in, and then when it's redeemed, you move it into your operating?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's a great way. A lot of people do that. And then that can also double as a cash reserve.
Emergency.
It's obviously someone else's money, but it's nice to have that in there.
Yes. Well, and if you're looking at your redemption percentages, you'll kind of know what you can safely pull in the event of an emergency. I mean, and obviously we want retained earnings that is outside of that's set aside for emergencies, but you just have to manage it well and know that it's not monopoly money. That doesn't, like, you have to be wise with it. But if your software that you're using keeps up with your redemption percentages, it's pretty easy to track and know what you're safe to use and what you need to hold on to.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. All right. So for people that are thinking about doing gift card promotions, any bits of advice apart from, keep it in a separate account or anything like that? What would you recommend to those that are wanting to do gift card promotions in their practice?
I would totally make sure that you're growing your email list, because that's a huge component. Make your gift cards pretty. So we branded our gift cards. We designed them in Canva, and then we use a company called plasticprinters.com.
Yep.
We love them. They did a great job. They're very fast. And so design them pretty. They can do really nice, like holders for you as well that are branded as well.
Are you scanning them so that the dollar amount is connected to the card?
We have barcodes. That keeps you so much more organized. And if you reach out to them, they'll ask you what your software is that you're using, so that they can make sure that the barcodes work with that. So I cannot recommend them enough, and just making sure that you keep it organized. I don't recommend just writing a dollar amount on there. You need to have a barcode that's connected to the dollar amount that has been purchased. Make sure that you do not ring up gift cards under a walk-in sale at all. It needs to have a name connected to it, because when people come in because they've lost a card and they can't find it, you need to have a way to track it. So the only time that I do a walk-in sale, if it's like for a giveaway or a raffle or something like that, and there's just not really a way to put a name on it. And then the person doesn't know what the number was anyway. So it's not a big deal. But if it's being gifted from somebody to somebody, put somebody's name on it so that there's a way to track it in your software.
Very cool. And so you're printing, do you have those pretty gift card boxes? Are they already wrapped up? All of that kind of stuff?
Yes. So we got these we've previously done craft boxes and had like a sticker for our brand that we put on there. And then we did a bow, and it just we do so many gift cards that it was just too much. I was taking boxes home and having like 2, 3, 4 hour gift card wrapping parties at my, but it was just too much. So Plastic Printers has a great little like cardboard cutout that you fold it and then stick it in there. And it looks very sleek and pretty. And I didn't have one client say anything of, oh, there's not a bow on this year. And it was way faster and didn't take as much time investment on our part. And it was still a really pretty stocking stuffer. So I totally recommend, if you reach out to Plastic Printers, to ask them what their gift card sleeve options are. They've got some great ones.
I love that. Well, I'm excited for you in 2024. And I hope that all of you listening are inspired and, try new things. You never know how, I know this has been a great promotion for you every year, but your energy and excitement on that post when you were like, oh my gosh. I felt like I just sold $47,000 of gift card sales.
I was so excited. This was the best one that we'd had yet. And I was just so excited. I love any time that you can, reach a landmark and go further. It was so much fun.
Yes.
I kept checking my phone, my MindBody app. I would check sales like every 15 minutes, like a crazy person, just wanting to see how many more we had sold. It was so exciting. I loved it.
Well, 100,000 in 2024 or more. I'm calling that in for you. I think that it's absolutely possible. Absolutely possible because there's so many different opportunities there. So we'll include the links to plastic cards for sure for any of you that want to check that out. Ashlen, thank you so much for sharing your story. This was lovely. It was inspiring. I hope that you all feel lifted up and excited. And I will say, as a last little bit of advice, this promo, this also kind of what we're not saying is that Ashlen already knew what this promo was going to be. She knows what her December promo is going to be in January, right? Mm-hmm. So you have plenty of time to order those cards, to talk to your team, for her to get her team ready. Like, planning and preparation is vitally important to the success of any type of promotion. So if you want to do gift card sales in December, mark it on your calendar now.
And have a photo shoot. Have a photo shoot between now and then.
Yes.
I cannot recommend that enough. Stop using, our industry is so riddled with stock images, and I am so sick of it every time I get on a spa's website and just see another hot stone or lotus. Like, just stop. You need to have a photographer or a videographer come into your place and put your people out in front of your clients, and it goes so much further.
People connect with people. Yep.
People connect with people. So I cannot recommend that enough.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will catch you on the next episode.